Welcome to The Explainer. Let's just jump right in today, guys, because we are looking at a tool that is fundamentally changing how we process information. Look, if you've ever felt completely buried by weeks of research, endless articles, and just ridiculously dense documents, you absolutely know the struggle I'm talking about. Today, we're talking about Google's NotebookLM. It's this incredible tool designed to transform all that overwhelming research into really sharp, actionable synthesis.
But before we get to the solution, let me ask you a question, and be honest with yourself here. Are we losing our ability to focus on long-form content? I mean, really think about it. Do you ever struggle to sit through an hour-long educational video without totally tuning out? Or maybe you just stare at this massive pile of PDFs on your desk and you literally feel your focus slipping away before you even start. Well, you are definitely not alone. The sheer volume of information we have to deal with on a daily basis is staggering, and our brains are basically begging for a better way to process it all.
So here is our roadmap for the explainer today. First up, the overload problem. Next, source-grounded AI. Then 3 killer workflows, followed by hacking YouTube, a TEDx case study, and finally, the future of thinking.
All right, Section 1, the overload problem. Our daily struggles with information are so real right now. Think about your traditional notes. They usually just end up dying in some digital graveyard, right? Like some unused folder on your desktop that you never ever open again. And those hour-long educational videos, they just cause major tune-outs halfway through. We desperately need to process huge volumes of text, and traditional methods are just flat out failing us. Enter NotebookLM. Get this, the tool handles up to 25 million words and supports up to 50 diverse sources per single notebook. To put that into perspective, you can literally dump an entire semester's worth of reading or a whole company's standard operating procedures into one single place.
Moving right along to Section 2, source-grounded AI. So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding what source-grounded AI actually means in practice. It's an artificial intelligence architecture that restricts its answers exclusively to the documents and data provided by the user. It originally started as this experimental project called Project Tailwind from Google Labs. And what it means is NotebookLM only reads what you explicitly feed it. It doesn't just go out and pull random answers from the internet.
And guys, the difference in reliability here is just massive. General AI chatbots, as we probably all know by now, are trained on the whole web and are highly prone to hallucinating facts or just making things up out of thin air. But NotebookLM is restricted exclusively to your uploads. And even better than that, it provides inline, footnoted citations. So you can verify every single assertion it makes with one click, and it links you right back to the exact line in your source material. It makes it incredibly reliable for serious academic or professional work.
I absolutely love this quote from the Paradigm Shift article on our sources. It says, "The AI is the analyst and you are the editor." I think this should really reassure you. You are handing over your thinking to a machine. You're really just outsourcing the heavy data processing. You remain in complete control of the final output, and of course the source material.
Okay, Section 3, 3 killer workflows.
We are going to dive into 3 specific features that will seriously supercharge your learning. We're talking audio overviews, mind maps, and customizing the notebook's personality to act as a custom tutor. Let's talk about the first one, audio overviews. This is such a game changer. It converts dry text into an interactive, podcast-style conversation between 2 AI hosts. This completely solves the when problem of studying. Instead of being chained to a desk to review weekly lecture notes or some dense 50-page report, you just generate an audio overview. Then you can prime yourself on the material while you're commuting, walking the dog, doing the dishes, whatever. It literally turns your dead time into highly active learning time.
Next up, we have mind maps. Think of this as a virtual corkboard with the red string, just like detectives use in the movies to connect the dots. When your notebook gets too big, say you cross that threshold of 15 to 20 different sources, NotebookLM automatically scans everything and generates a branching clickable diagram. It gives you this incredible bird's-eye view of dense topics, automatically linking concepts across your slides, notes, and PDFs, and you don't have to manually connect a single thing.
The third killer workflow is custom tutors. By tweaking just a single setting, you can actually shape the AI's personality. You can tell it to act as a strict examiner who grades your understanding, or, my personal favorite, a Socratic tutor that never gives you a direct answer. It forces active recall instead of just spoon-feeding you facts. This totally transforms the AI from a basic summarizer into a personalized tutor that is tailored to your exact learning style.
Let's move to Section 4, hacking YouTube. So if you want to consume long-form educational videos efficiently, just follow these really simple steps. First, paste a public YouTube URL directly into NotebookLM. Second, the AI instantly pulls and reads the video's text transcript. Actually, scratch that. It doesn't even have to watch the video. It just grabs the text. Finally, you can query that text, create mind maps, or generate your own audio overviews. Basically, you can turn meandering, hour-long educational videos into digestible, searchable text or custom podcasts without ever actually having to sit and watch them. How cool is that?
Section 5. TEDx Case Study on Adeel Hashmi.
We can see exactly how this YouTube hack works by looking at an incredibly inspiring TED Talk by Adeel Hashmi. By just feeding the video's URL into the tool, the AI instantly bypasses all the introductory pleasantries and extracts his core story for this overview. It perfectly pulls out his key insights on leadership, his actionable approach to fostering innovation, and how a growth mindset is completely essential for lifelong learning. It gets you straight to those actionable ideas in just seconds, making it so easy to learn and reflect on.
Out of that whole talk, the AI effortlessly extracts this gem of a core message. True leadership is rooted in a commitment to personal growth and continuous innovation. It identifies the underlying themes of his talk, right? Embracing change, taking bold actions, and the importance of lifelong education. This proves how effectively the AI can synthesize highly emotional, motivational, and conceptual content, not just dry technical data. It's brilliant for self-improvement and inspiration.
And finally, Section 6, the future of thinking.
When you look at the history of AI, from early medical reasoning systems all the way to modern deep learning, the domains have just become incredibly complex. As information and technology continue to grow exponentially, we desperately need advanced tools like NotebookLM just to make sense of this vast, interconnected landscape. We essentially need AI to process the noise so we can focus our human minds on the actual meaning.
But, as the literature continually reminds us, AI is meant to be background intelligence that does our jobs better, not a complete replacement for us. It absolutely requires transparency and footnoting to build trust, which, as we saw, NotebookLM does natively. Furthermore, empathy, cultural context, and true understanding, those remain uniquely human traits. While AI handles all the massive data processing, we must always keep the human in the loop. We are always the final editors.
So I want to leave you with this provocative question to ponder today. Is a tool like NotebookLM a replacement for your thinking, or is it an extension of it? By letting the AI summarize the noise, you free up your own mind for deep, continuous analysis and real creativity. So how will you use this tool to extend your own mind? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to go try these workflows out for yourself.